Hello traders, and thanks for tuning in to this week's Market Outlook from Exness. I'm Michael Stark, Financial Content Leader at Exness, and here I'm going to be explaining a potential idea for a trade over the next few days, some of the important narratives driving the possible movement, and what traders who were to take the position would need to be aware of. But first, let's look back at the performance of last week's idea. Last week, the idea was a potential sell for gold against the US dollar with a target of around $2,140. So far, that idea has proven to be inaccurate, but it's possible that there might be a deeper retracement and that target could be reached. So it's something that we will continue to monitor over the next few days around economic data. Now, for this week, the potential idea is a buy for cable, the forex pair of the pound sterling against the US dollar. We can see that in recent days, the pound has tested the area of support around 125.5 and started to bounce from there. It's possible that this bounce might continue over the next few days and possibly into next week, with initial targets possibly around 127 and in the medium term 128 and perhaps even higher than that. Some of the most important narratives that are driving the potential move upward by cable are the expectations that inflation in the USA is going to start declining further. Although inflation has been pretty stable above 3% in the USA for the past several months, now most of the inflationary pressure comes from the prices of commodities. So it's possible that overall the rate might start to go down somewhat. Meanwhile, the recession in the UK in the second half of last year has been quite mild, considering expectations and also relative to historical performance. And there's quite high hopes that the economy is going to emerge from that within the next several months. Furthermore, there's the slightly greater hawkishness of the Bank of England compared to the Fed. Bank of England is likely to start cutting its rates from August, whereas the Fed is widely expected to start with its first cut from June. The most important data to be watched by traders who were to take the position this week are firstly, final US GDP for the fourth quarter on Thursday, followed by personal consumption expenditures and personal income and spending, also from the USA, coming out on Friday afternoon GMT. So in summary, the potential idea for a trade this week is a buy for cable with a possible target around 127 to 128. Most important narratives driving the possible movement up by cable are the expectations of lower inflation in the USA and relative positivity on the British economy. Critical data to be watched this week: PC, personal income and spending, plus final GDP from the USA. Please remember, this is just an idea for a trade. It's not a guarantee of success. It's not a signal. You always need to manage risk and do your own research.